मेरे को बता दे total number of searches.
These are the pipeline data.
For that industrial technology, you're putting Tompkins and IR and all that. IR, Tompkins. There are roughly about 40 searches in Q1 which are on. Raisha will be giving you your sheets before you leave today.
Okay.
Before you leave today. And of what you are accountable for this quarter. And whatever you're accountable for, you have to deliver. Now, when we say have to deliver, what you're responsible for is excellent quality of series. I just want you to understand, this is the last thing, which is understanding deliverables. You have to understand, it is my job to bring this business into the company. Me and Sumant and the team we build will bring it in. It is not Shweta's job to worry about where's the business coming from. You guys need a lot of candidates, right, who give you leads. There's an opening in this company. Everything has to be routed back via Raisha or directly to the BD team. Like, look, I found out, I met a guy today. He was telling me they don't have an MD in their company. I think you should be calling on them. Many a times, existing clients will call you and they will give you business, which is fine. Which, you know, these are relationships that have been built over a period of time, and we will keep reaping those relationships, like BD, Baxter, etc. You know, they come back to us with repeat business. So, which is fine, we'll keep reaping those relationships. All of the accountability of what comes into the company is mine. What goes out of the company is everybody else's. So, between me and Sumant, we're only responsible for what comes in. Today, he's still operationally involved because he was committed to certain clients. But by Q2, he'll be not operationally involved at all. He'll only do searches in which he can find future clients. Which is the searches that I do. Where I feel it's a senior HR role and the guy will be my future client, I prefer to do that search. If I'm doing a business head search, I would prefer to do it because I need a lot of future clients through those searches. So he will only do those mandates in which he has a vested interest. Otherwise, he will not. So what goes out of the company, you are responsible for. And if you have seen, there have been several exits in the company in the last 6 months. Most of them, I would say almost 90% of them have been very planned exits. We felt people were not capable to take the company to the next level at all. If any of you are put on a development plan, then you better be working 3 times of what you work normally, because it means that we are finding a skill gap. If you're finding yourself under pressure, it's because we're finding a skill gap with you. It also means that this is the time for you to show tremendous accountability, to show what you're really made of, because this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for everybody. And because the numbers are high, please understand that the rewards will be very high also. The people who are going to do really well in this environment will be the people who know how to stretch, who know how to work the hours, who are extremely productive and who are extremely focused. Understanding the client's requirement is going to be your #1 priority. As a company, I don't think we do a bad job on research. I think we're excellent with research. I don't think we do a bad job of execution. I think we're great with execution. I seriously have a problem with almost everybody in the company on comprehension of what client wants. It is the only reason that you have to do repeat work is you didn't understand the first time what the client wanted. Which means that you have to keep going back to the drawing board. It's happening in a lot of searches in the company and with a lot of clients. Now, part fault lies with, and I would say the greater fault, I wouldn't even say part, I would say the larger fault lies with the team that is generating the business. Because they are not giving you a full download on what is expected. Now, they are not giving a full download because they haven't understood it. So, one of the things that has to be corrected today is how are we going to take a download from our clients? How much information is good enough for us to make sure when we present a CV, out of the first 3-4 CVs we present, candidates get hired. That is called excellent hit rate. Now, talking about excellent hit rate, if we were to look at it across the company and see who are the people who have been working with very good hit rates, on an average, I would say Linda, number 1. Amazing hit rate. Now, clients are very good. Any debriefing she gets is given by 4 different people, line manager, HR manager, SJ, everybody is giving her a debrief. Whether it's Star, whether it's Walmart, whether it's AMB, you have overload of information. So there's no way that you can go wrong because you understand the job to its nth degree. That's the reason why she's closing searches. Shweta, I mean, any search that she's worked on, she has interacted with HR manager, line manager, she gets debriefed by me, by HR guy, by the line guy, by one other HR person. Excellent hit rate because understanding is very good. Sumant, 2-3 searches old in the company practically. Very good hit rate because spends a lot of time in the beginning of the search just understanding the search. We're working with BAE today. We don't know anything about aerospace and defense. Anything. Our knowledge is practically zero. But we cracked that client who had the option to go to Spencer Stuart, who has an aerospace and defense vertical, which is huge across the world. They had an option to go to Spencer Stuart in India, they came to us. Why? Because when we met them, he studied a lot, he downloaded it to me, I studied the whole thing. So every time we interacted with them, we went very well informed. And when we took the debrief from them, we talked to 4-5 people. We talked to the peer of the guy who's going to get hired, his immediate superior, HR, anybody who we could talk to, we talked to understand. Then he spent time cultivating friendships with people in, who are in this industry so that they can explain to him how does the industry function. After doing all this, we're doing the search. Now, if you know you're going to be pitching, if I'm giving an example, that if I'm working hypothetically in cement, and I'm bringing that example up because it has been the greatest pain area in the company in the last 1.5 years. Am I talking to the stakeholders? No. HR comes, throws me one job requirement, doesn't even bother to give us a JD. So you have no awareness. So you're like the blind leading the blind. But if I know that I have to work in cement, can I talk to other people? Can I talk to leaders in the industry? Can I have access to an ex-stellar employee who's in cement? Can I get him over to debrief? Okay, what is the cement manufacturing process? At which level are these guys? He's now very close. He was a director in Stellar for 8 years. I mean, you have accessibility to the man. Are you calling him here? Are you talking to him? Are you meeting him and understanding from him? What are you doing to increase your own knowledge about the industry? We did it about aerospace and defense. That's why it's easy to give that example. But are you talking to people? No. So basically, there's no knowledge base. You're not gaining knowledge. So anyway, the client is shit and it's a real headache to work with them. And you yourself are not prepared. These things have to stop happening. And I want to kind of make that really clear. If you're working in retail, you better be reading every single retail magazine. You should be sitting with Linda in every interview. Every opportunity you have to access